So I want to introduce you to kind of a cool product that I had the opportunity of trying out and testing here recently. In exchange, I told them I set this thing up in the truck, run it through its paces, and then I'll show you guys all the features it's got to offer. So this tent is designed to go in the bed of a pickup, and there's a couple different options and colors that you can pick when you're going to pick out the one you want. I opted for the gray-green combo, and I also opted for the one that's got this canopy that you see off the back of it. Now this canopy doesn't have to be set up. You can actually retract this back and fold it up if you don't want to use that option, but it is there as an added feature if you decide you want to do so. Now when it came to the assembly of this thing, I've assembled a ton of tents over the years, and this one was slightly different than a lot of the tents I was used to putting together. But honestly, after putting it together the first time, I think it would go a lot quicker the second time around. Essentially, you've also got the options of having aluminum rods or fiberglass rods when you pick this out. So take a look at that and see if there's one that fits your needs the best. I honestly don't see a huge advantage one way or the other, but I did opt for the ones that have the aluminum rods in it. I think they add a cool touch because they've got this nice orange anodized kind of look to them. Now, when it came to putting this thing in the truck bed, you're going to start off assembling this thing on the ground. Once you get the main tent section kind of assembled, you'll go ahead and slide this into the truck. Now I will say I did this by myself, but it would have been a lot easier had I had a second person to help me lift this and get this in the truck the first time. Now once you go through and get that all put in the bed, all you're going to essentially do is you take your 3 straps down each bed rail and strap it into the truck, and that's going to pull everything tight and get it where it needs to be. And then you'll essentially go and assemble the canopy next, and that's a pretty easy process as well. Now what's really cool about this is the instructions for this tent are sewn into the bag, and they're not on a piece of paper. They're actually kind of printed on a piece of fabric. I don't know how many times you've had a tent where either you've acquired it secondhand or you haven't assembled it in a couple of years and you're trying to put that thing back together again. And some of these tents are so big, they've got a ton of rods. It's actually pretty nice that it gives you not only a legend for the rods and where they go, but it actually shows you step by step how to put this thing together. So if it's been several months since you put it together last time, you've got that to kind of reference. I thought that was a pretty clever way to keep track of your instructions. Now let's go ahead and move inside of the tent. I'll show you some of the features on the inside. Inside the tent's pretty basic. You've got a window on the left and right side of the tent, and then you've also got a little storage pocket right here on the side, and then you got another one as well. So this thing could comfortably fit 2 people without a problem, or even a couple kids and maybe one adult, just depending on the size of people you're trying to put in this tent when you're sleeping in it. But other than that, I think this is a really cool tent. You can see here that the floor of the tent is designed to come all the way to the back of the tailgate with the tailgate down. So you've got a little extra added room that you can store some bags or other items in here with you while you're sleeping. And then the air mattress does not come with this tent. That is something that's sold separately, but you can pick up this mattress that also fits the bed of your truck really nicely, and it's actually manufactured and made by the same brand as this tent. Other than that though, I think that's all I've got for you on this one. I think this is a pretty cool little tent. If you're looking for a way to, you can just kind of set up when you're somewhere, whether it be off grid or you're overlanding somewhere, check out this tent, see if it might be an option that you might be interested in. Other than that, that's all I've got for you on this one today, guys. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.